Hi, I got you a treat. Don't you fall down. Look at there. Look at all you got now. Look at there. Look at there, Mr. Rabbit. Where are you? Where are you down there? Where are you? Uh-oh, sorry. Hey guys, Southern Comfort here. This weather, I tell you, just not used to it. But we just unwrapped the greenhouse, taking the frost freeze blankets off. I thought it was a good idea, even though that we're getting down to 19 tonight. And well, I was super amazed on how well it held up. So we're gonna take a little walk through in here and see how well it looks. Of course, Hero's in here and he just went out. So we're gonna take a look at these babies here. Let me see if I can get this pod here right. Okay. So you see that I took the frost freeze blankets off. And the reason I'm taking it off now, everything is still it's unthawing, I'll put it that way. And the water hose I left laying on the ground with the water drained out of them on a hill. And so I'm waiting for that to take and all that slushy ice mess go away. And then these babies are going to need some watering. So I'm happy with it. I did see some little damage onto the cauliflower, which I kind of expected for the fact that cauliflower doesn't hold up as well as broccoli does. That's been my experience. Did harvest just about all the lettuce now in here. Got some in the refrigerator, so that's what I'm definitely going to be having for lunch. I did notice some critters starting to bite on here, so they've been covered up. And so I haven't seen anything, but you know, this was a good environment. So the rabbits are going to get a good munching today for lunch. The broccoli did super well. I'm really happy with that. The cabbages held up really well. And I've got cabbage into the refrigerator already cooked. The celery is still putting out little babies here. I didn't cut the whole thing off. The potatoes, I did notice some on the potatoes, but you know, here we are in January. And then I don't remember how long they've been into the ground either. I've got to get a system to where I know when I plant my potatoes. Onions are doing pretty well, but they have not been watered. I think it seems like we've definitely been going through this for a week. And those onions are suffering a little bit. That potato held up really well. The broccoli is looking very well. That right there had a leaf on it, so I pulled that leaf off. The fruit trees are still putting out new growth, so they held up. Trying to get through this jungle here. Oregano did super well, didn't suffer any damage. Now this aloe vera plant is a super big aloe vera plant, and it does not like a lot of sun. It doesn't like the cold, so it likes to be very comfortable. But you know, I haven't done anything to this aloe vera plant. I'm surprised it lives. So right now it's looking a little pitiful, but that's just normal. This is the cauliflower. Now some of the cauliflower, you see that damage right there. Some of the cauliflower, I did get 2 big heads, and I got it in the refrigerator. Some of the cauliflower is producing cauliflower back over there. but I'm not sure how well this cauliflower is going to do. For one thing, they just have not had enough sun. Now this broccoli right here, I can see it suffered some damage. But as far as the vegetable part of it, the head, it's done well. You'll see the string on there where I try to pull these up a little bit around to protect the vegetable there. The plants taught me that and through an Arctic storm one time. So I don't like the color of the cauliflower, but the thing of it is, I didn't want to take the bubble wrap off the sides there yet because we're getting down to 19, and I'm pretty sure it's just because it's just not got enough sunlight. We've been going through extreme temperatures here. Usually we just get down at about 32, but this year it's like 18, 19, 20. You know, it's very unusual for us. Very unusual. So this is the rest of the lettuce there. And I have wrote down there Vivian lettuce. But that could be, I think that's romaine. Well, yeah, it might be Vivian romaine. But, so that's the last of the lettuce there. We have got tons of lettuce, and I'm super happy that I've been able to none of it go to waste. Of course, it wouldn't go to waste. I still see some effects right there. But as far as the weather that we've gone through, they're looking pretty well. Even if it, this is good. I'm very happy with it. Even if it got just a little bit worse, I would just give it to the rabbits, so it's not a waste. This is the potatoes, a variety of potatoes. I believe there's purples in there. Let's see, purple potatoes, Yukon Gold, and some red potatoes. So on this side over here, this is that's definitely where the cold has got to it. Pulled that cabbage up, got it, ate it. The onions I'm concerned with, but they'll pull through. I'm concerned, but I'm not concerned. They were looking super wonderful, but they've been covered up. They like a lot of water, and they haven't got any water. I ruffled around here. When this onions hit the soil right there, for some reason it always kills it. So what I like to do is pinch them off because it's not going to do any good. And I need to go through there, and that's just where it's covered up. It could be it's just not getting enough sunlight. Definitely not enough water, but they'll pull through. There's some growth right there, so they'll definitely pull through. There's some more growth, and then there's more lettuce. And here is the marigolds. They held out. These darker color flowers need to pop off of there and save these for seed. Of course, I got plenty of seed. And so we'll just pop those off of there, because if you keep the blooms popped off like this, then it'll continue blooming. If you leave it on there, then it'll create it to stop blooming. So that was a 4-foot wide pineapple, and it literally sits somewhere on the property, and I didn't do anything with it at all. I just forgot about it, and rain dripped off of the roof of the house a little bit, and well, the morning dew definitely dripped off every day. It kept it watered, and it was huge, but I didn't have no place to put it, and so I had to cut the leaves off somewhat, and then I had put it into a shed, and I knew it was just gonna be too cold in there, and it affected it. But I think it'll pull through. If it don't, I'm telling you, this thing was 4 foot wide and probably at least 2.5 feet tall. So this is it for the greenhouse. We'll pull this tripod down here, so excuse the noise here. So guys, thank you so much for watching. This insulated overhaul is starting to get hot. It's 70 degrees in here, so it feels really comfortable, but not for these insulated overhauls. Well, I hope that you enjoyed the view of this greenhouse and making it through the historical decade winter Arctic storm that we had, and in fact, showing also that the heaters here, one in the back, one in the front, the heaters that I showed on other videos, that it did pull these plants through, because usually I will always put plastic, 6 mil plastic on top of the frost freeze blankets. I didn't this year, and that kind of helps me out, because one thing is a lot of work to put that plastic over, but and it's hard to get it off, and then you got to take the frost freeze blankets off. But the thing that I was concerned with is that you have to really kind of do that every day, because we don't, the humidity gets up under there. It can freeze. If it freezes and touches the plants, and then it'll damage the plants. So I was doing a new thing this year. I'm always doing something new. If you watch my videos, you always see that I'll come up with something new. I'm always experimenting, because that's the only way to learn. And so I didn't use that this year, and that was kind of relieving, because it gave me less work to do. And it also helped me to control the environment in here a lot better. Well, guys, thank you so much. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching my videos. Remember to pray and stay safe, and make it a great day. You're here by yourself. Here. Now leave him alone. Y'all.